such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, so slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Lay awake until the morning, in an ocean so deep. Got a feeling like I'm dauntless.
Hello, I'm Paul LeBlanc. I'm president of Southern New Hampshire University. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this live stream event. We've been waiting for a long time to do a commencement ceremony. If you are one of our students watching today from any place in the world, know how proud we are of you. If you are a friend or a family member who helped that student get across the finish line, understand how important your role has been. We sometimes say it takes a village to raise a child. We think it takes a village to get a graduate across the finish line. Let the commencement ceremonies begin.
Graduates, you have your whole lives ahead of you. Every single day is an opportunity to follow up on the extraordinary education you've received through SNHU. Many of you have already lived through incredible sacrifices. Some of you will become writers, designers, and engineers. But no matter what path you take, be informed.
Congratulations. When you look back at the last year of your life, I want you to reflect on how hard you've worked. And I want you to know how proud we are of you.
Hello, graduates. I'm Dr. Jeff Zarnick, and on behalf of your incredible faculty, advising, and all the wonderful people here that supported you through your journey, congratulations from all of us. Yes, this is the first step. It's not the last, is it? This is when the real work begins. You've accumulated a great deal of knowledge. You've stayed up late at night, working hard, developing those skills of grit, perseverance, and communication, critical thinking, and compassion. So once again, congratulations and best wishes to all of you.
Oh my goodness, look at that! Master's degree! I did it! I got it today.
I have a lot of respect and admiration for the coming graduates, and that's just a great job. We all know how much time it takes to do the discussion board post and all the readings. A great job on hard work, and hopefully you'll find success.
Congratulations, you made it, and keep going. It doesn't stop. Take that same fire and intensity to push you towards your next journey, your next career, and don't ever stop believing in yourself.
As you start to graduate, you start to come to the end of your degree, just think about the good work that you're going to do with it. Be humble. Don't forget where you come from. Don't forget what it was like when you were just starting out. Don't be afraid to reach back and help somebody else. Leverage the different resources that they need to be successful. If you've accomplished something this great, you're in a position to help somebody else.
To keep pushing towards your dreams. Sometimes we think that no one sees us as we're working hard, but you never know who's watching you from the shadows, and you're inspiring them. So as we continue to push towards our goals, we're helping others without even knowing it.
I keep looking at it and I'm nervous, I'm excited, because I know I worked really hard for it and it's finally here. It's right here. I did it. Bachelor of Arts, Graphic Design, and Media. Jesus G. Suarez. I did it. And it's here. Once I opened it, it was real. And I walked through the finish line. I got it. It's a fabulous feeling to have.
Hi everyone, this is Paul LeBlanc, president of the university, and I just want to offer my hearty congratulations to all of our graduates. It's been an extraordinary year. It's not the year you or we banked on. I think it's a testimony to your grit and resilience that you are graduating now, and this year was challenging for you and for everybody concerned, but it will be in some ways the year that you remember best. And it's easy to say, yeah, because it was such a terrible year. But in fact, it will be the year you remember best because it was a year in which you overcame so much and you achieved so much. So on behalf of the whole SNHU community, know that we couldn't be more proud, we couldn't be happier for you, and we welcome you into the SNHU alumni family.
Good afternoon and welcome. I am Dr. Danny Tangway, and I have the pleasure of introducing our first group of graduates today. Would the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's College for America programs please rise if you are able. President LeBlanc, I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's College for America programs. Our graduates have acquired the knowledge, skills, professional dispositions, and competencies they need to succeed in their careers. These graduates will enter a more complex, dynamic, interconnected, and demanding environment than the graduates before them. Through their studies at SNHU and the real-world experiences, they have prepared to succeed in the highly challenging environments that await them. These graduates transition from being yesterday's students to today's professionals and tomorrow's leaders. Additionally, please allow me to thank the many faculty, associate deans, and advisors and staff who have contributed to the success of these learners. Your work will have lifelong positive impact on these lives of the graduates. Congratulations to the newest SNHU College for America General Study Program graduates. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Kimberly Blanchette. Would the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's business programs please rise if you are able to? President LeBlanc, I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Global Campus Business programs. Our business graduates will enter the business world prepared with the academic degrees, expertise, and experience in an impressive array of disciplines and specializations. Our business graduates will enter more complex, dynamic, and interconnected technology-driven organizations than the graduates before them. Through their studies at Southern New Hampshire University and their real-world experience, they are prepared to succeed in the highly challenging business environments that await them. Additionally, please allow me to thank the many faculty, associate deans, academic advisors, and staff who have contributed to the success of our business program students. Your work will have lifelong positive impact on the lives of our graduates. Thank you. Congratulations to the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Global Campus Business programs. Please be seated.
Hello again. Would the faculty and graduate of SNHU's education programs please rise if you are able? President LeBlanc, I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Global Campus Education programs. Our education graduates will enter the pre-K through 12th grade and higher education learning environments prepared with academic degrees, expertise, and experiences in an array of disciplines. Our education graduates have acquired the knowledge, skills, abilities, and dispositions to address the academic and social-emotional needs of the 21st century student by creating and implementing positive change within the curriculum, instructional programs, and overall educational community. Please allow me to thank the many faculty, associate deans, staff, and most importantly, advisors who have contributed to our graduates' successful completion of this phase in their academic journey. The impact of your work will be a fundamental component of our graduates' continued success and influence for years to come. Congratulations to the newest graduates of SNHU's Global Campus Education Programs. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Ruth Lottie. With the faculty and graduates of SNHU's liberal arts programs, please rise if you're able. Love it. My heart is happy. President LeBlanc, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, administration, friends, and families, it is my honor to present the students who represent the graduate of SNHU Liberal Arts Programs. The Liberal Arts Department at SNHU Global Campus embraces both passion and practicality within our many diverse undergraduate and graduate programs. Regardless of discipline area, a liberal arts education challenges students to expand their minds while encouraging empathy and self-reflection. It promotes objective examination of new ideas and thoughts and helps incite creativity and the development of critical thinking skills. Liberal arts students sharpen their communication skills for different audiences in a variety of contexts and formats. They learn to question assumptions in the search for truth. Emboldened by their liberal arts education, our students have a meaningful impact on their local and global communities, actively imagining and working for a better future. Let me take a moment to thank the many faculty, deans, advisors, and staff who have contributed to the success of these learners. Your work will have a lifelong impact on these graduates. Thank you. To the students graduating with a program of liberal arts, we thank you. We congratulate you on each and every one of your successes. Please be seated.
Hello, I'm Dr. Michelle Hill. With the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Social Sciences programs, please rise if you are able. President LeBlanc, I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Social Sciences programs. The mission of SNHU's Social Sciences Department is to enhance learners' academic experiences within an asynchronous environment and apply evidence and competency-driven knowledge towards self, cultural, and societal improvement. We pride ourselves on providing our learners with a transformative educational experience, never giving up on those who are putting forth the effort to achieve their academic goals. The social sciences are more important than ever during these challenging and uncertain times. Knowledge of human behavior and practical skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, emotional intelligence, research, communication, and ethical reasoning will help you, our graduates, to be change agents in your communities. To our many faculty, associate deans, advisors, and staff, thank you for all that you have done to contribute to our social sciences graduate success. Your work will have lifelong positive impact on the lives of these graduates. Congratulations to you all, the newest graduates of SNHU's social sciences programs. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is David Newmy. Would the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University STEM programs please rise if you are able? President LeBlanc, I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, or STEM programs. Our STEM graduates will enter the professional world prepared with academic degrees, expertise, and experience in an impressive array of disciplines including environmental science, geoscience, computer science, information technology, cybersecurity, data analytics, game programming, game art, and mathematics. Through their studies and real-world experiences, they are prepared to succeed in the highly challenging environments that await them. They will invent things, research things, analyze things, develop things, build things, and secure things. Their ability to communicate their ideas and solutions will be welcomed in a complex world. Additionally, please allow me to thank the many faculty, associate deans, and advisors who have contributed to the success of these learners. Your work will have a lifelong positive impact on the lives of these graduates. Congratulations to the newest graduates of SNHU STEM programs. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Jennifer Batchelor, Senior Vice President at SNHU. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of the families, friends, faculty, staff, and of course our graduates who are with us here today or watching via live stream. We're all very excited to finally be able to celebrate with you today. I would like to now ask everyone, if you are able, to please rise for the singing of our national anthem, sung this afternoon by one of our graduates, Brittany Sanford.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Brittany. Congratulations, everyone. I'm Paul LeBlanc. I'm the president of the university. If you didn't know that before, you probably guessed it from my bling or David's overly enthusiastic welcome to me, greeting to me as he was over here. It's just, we have missed this so badly. I know that we have people who have waited to be here. We have graduates of 20 and 21. And this is the highlight of our year. It's why this university exists. It's to be in the celebration with you. And graduations are always celebrations of academic achievement, of the work you've done in your classes, of those high GPAs, and everything else that goes into being a successful college graduate. But this is a celebration of other things as well. This is a celebration of grit and perseverance, of finishing up during an extraordinary time in our nation and the world's history. So it's a celebration of courage. It's a celebration of the willingness to bear down when everything got harder, everyday life got harder. People in this room made it to the finish line, and didn't just make it to the finish line, didn't trudge across the finish line, but in the conversations I've had with so many of you before coming into the arena, be it backstage or outside, what I hear are remarkable stories. I met someone who just has their, I think, 4-week-old, who's finishing school while also getting ready to have her second baby. And someone said to me, from most college graduations, what you see are young college graduates and parents and older family members around them. And here, what we see are adult college graduates and all the kids either in their arms or at their feet. And it's a celebration. And I ask people quite often, why did you do this hard thing? This is a hard thing to do. So many of you are working, you have kids, you're in the military, all of the richness and all of the sort of draws upon your life. And oftentimes, the answer is, well, I wanted to unlock an opportunity, I needed a better job, I started college, never finished, it always bothered me, I wanted to get there. But almost always in the list is, I wanted to do it for my kids. I wanted them to know that their dad is a college grad. I wanted them to know that their mom's a college grad. And you do this, obviously, for yourself. I mean, you're the person who's going to be getting a diploma in just a little bit. But you do it for everyone else. You do it, it's a ripple effect through your family and through your community. So I want to take a second and ask you to sort of find, if you can, those friends and family members, those kids. We have lots of babies in the audience, and I love hearing the noises, including the crying. That's fine. Last night we had someone in the front row whose little boy, when he came up for his diploma, and you could hear his voice throughout the arena going, "Go, Daddy, go, Daddy, go, Daddy." So anybody who wants to yell, "Go, Daddy, go, Mommy," when it's time, feel free. But let's give a round of applause, graduates, to your family and friends. We don't get here alone. Raise your hand if this is the first time you've been to Manchester, New Hampshire. Probably a lot of you. I met people who flew in from all over. What have you been doing? How did you miss this place? No, I'm teasing. But just quickly, Manchester in its heyday in the late 1800s was built on the national ancestral homes of the Abenaki Nation. It became one of the biggest mill towns in the world, and it was named after Manchester, England. And people were recruited from all over the world to come work here. Manchester is a city built on the hard work of immigrants. It was people coming from Greece and Lebanon, from Ireland, from Canada. They sent agents out, the Amoskeag Mill Company, to recruit people to work in these massive mills. And if you drive through, you'll see many of them, but even though a lot of them are missing now. And I think about a day like today where people are coming in from all over the world. We'll do 5 graduations this weekend. We did one last night, one this morning. We really were terrible at those. This one's going to be beautiful. No, 2. We're going to finally get it right for you guys. They were great. But we had, students from all 50 states. We have students from 71 nations. We have students who are in the military. We have students who have been in the military, who are veterans. We have people who have been working on the front lines during the pandemic. Last night we had healthcare graduates. Our student speaker has been working for the last 18 months in the ICU unit in her hospital in Dubuque, Iowa. And she has seen much and suffered much, and there are people here who have done the same. It's a remarkable group of people. I shared, by the way, none of this is in my script. I kind of ignore the script, so forgive me. I'll try not to rattle on too long, but I shared earlier, in the earlier graduation, that we used to have a small center up in Maine, a little satellite center, and there was a highway sign that said Bowdoin College and Southern New Hampshire University on the same sign. And Bowdoin is a place where a lot of rich kids go, and it's a wonderful school, by the way. But some of the trustees thought that we shouldn't be on the same sign with them. They thought that they should have their own sign, and we should have our own sign. And I thought, I absolutely agree with them, because when those Bowdoin kids are still in bed, my students are getting up, sending kids off to school. They're showing up at work. They're arriving on the base. They're doing their work. And when they go over to the dining hall for dinner, the question they ask is, would you like this or would you like this? And what our students hear is, Mom, what are we having tonight? Dad, what are we having tonight? Right? You're preparing, you're taking care of people, you're working full-time jobs, and you're sneaking in your studies wherever you can. I talked to one student who said that during the pandemic, they started camping, and they would go with their children and their grandchildren. And she would have to say, okay, Grandma's gonna go back in the tent with her laptop, charge up her laptop. Grandma's gonna go back because she has to get her homework done tonight. You all know the dread of Sunday night, right? So you've done remarkable work to be here. And there are a lot of people. I acknowledged your family. I want to ask the platform party if you would stand, please, just for a moment to be acknowledged, because here you have representatives of all the people we assemble to try to get you through this program, to be supportive of you. So Mark Willett, our board chair to my right, Winnie Lerner also representing the board. We have members of our academic team. We have people representing almost every aspect of the university. We have our student speaker, Jesse, who you'll hear from in just a few minutes. Please join me in a round of applause and a thank you for everyone they represent. Thank you. So it's my pleasure to introduce our student speaker. I had a chance to visit with Jesse. Jesse just gave me the first line of the novel I'm going to write someday. He said I was born and lived in Grit, Virginia, but we didn't have a post office, so we'd go to Hurt to get our mail. I was like, God, that is a line. I'm born in Grit and go to Hurt for my mail. But he's here, and he's a wonderful, wonderful human being. You'll get to see this in a second. I want to welcome his family. His mom is here, his wife, his uncle and aunt, and his son Peyton, and his daughter Haley. And Peyton, I just want you to know that in New England, we don't usually welcome anyone named Peyton, but he assures me you are not named for Peyton Manning, so you are the most welcome Peyton we've had in a very long time. Jesse wasn't selected happenstance. For each of our ceremonies, we'll have 2 student speakers today. A student speaker is chosen through a selection process that's led by a university committee to provide remarks. And we had selected an undergraduate and a graduate speaker in 2020. We're delighted they finally get a chance to address their class. First, please welcome to the podium Jesse Baker of Grit, Virginia.
Good afternoon. President LeBlanc, distinguished deans, board of trustees, staff, faculty, friends, family, and my fellow graduates, thank you for this amazing opportunity. I also want to give a special thank you to my wife and 2 children who are here in attendance. Without the love and support of that woman, I would not be here today. Now, what can I say other than just wow? I can't believe that we finally get to enjoy and share this moment together. A lot has changed for many of us since we were supposed to walk across this stage originally. I personally went from serving in the military to now being separated and getting to enjoy some much deserved and much needed time with my family. For many of us here in attendance, whether you're walking across the stage on time or delayed, dealt with many changes, struggles, unknowns, and unfortunately grief since the start of the pandemic. When I reviewed my speech, I realized that the concept of the speech could have never been truer. My fellow graduates, we stand here today being recognized as individuals that decided we will never give up. We are moms, dads, sons, daughters, grandsons, and granddaughters. We are coaches, mentors, teachers, students, sailors, soldiers, Marines, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, and even now, Space Force Guardians. Many of us here were not able to focus 100% of our attention on going to school daily. We had to clean the house, do the laundry, watch the kids, work late, and even defend our country in foreign locations. On top of all of that, we then battled a new challenge in life with the coronavirus. Without knowing when or how things would ever become normal again, and with some of us becoming teachers to our own children in our homes, we never gave up. With that said, do not stop here. Continue to never give up. We know that just because we grab this piece of paper, life continues to move on and will not get any easier. We will forever be one of the most unique classes to ever graduate at SNHU. We showed that we are proud of this achievement, this school, and nothing will stop us from enjoying this moment. We sacrificed so much time with our family and friends to get to this point. However, enjoy this moment. Enjoy this achievement. Hug the ones that supported you. Celebrate. Today is all about us and the achievements we made by never giving up. And I want to leave you with this quote. It's from someone who unfortunately has passed away and can't be here today. But this person made me the man I am today. My father, when I graduated basic training, he told me this, and I want to tell you the same. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Our graduate speaker, Michelle Barnhart, couldn't be here today, but we're sharing her address with you via video. So please join me in turning your attention to the screens.
Hello and welcome, classes of 2020 and 2021. I am so honored to be providing you the student speaker speech for both of our commencement classes. It's hard to believe that I wrote this speech prior to the onset of the coronavirus. It's hard to imagine any recent memories or world that don't include life revolving around the virus, but this speech was written prior to all of that, and when I went back and reread it, it is still so authentically true and applicable that I didn't change a thing. So here I am, almost a year and a half post original graduation ceremony, reading for you the same speech that I was going to read back in the beginning of 2020. Thank you. During my educational journey, I have faced many highs and many lows, including an ATV accident back in 2013 that left me paralyzed and in this wheelchair. I consider the years since my accident to be some of the highest highs of my educational journey, for my accident truly put a new perspective on life, a perspective that I would like to share with all of you today. First, I want to share to never stop learning. Recently, I found myself kind of feverishly looking for new items to learn, right? With the completion of school, I have found myself signing up for podcast publications, purchasing new books, joining new volunteering opportunities, just kind of searching for this gap and this feeling of, how will I learn? And I realized that I had something very similar to FOMO, which you all may know as the fear of missing out, but I had FOMOOL, the fear of missing out on learning. And I truly felt this, and I want to share with all of you so you don't also have FOMOOL or any fear of missing out on learning, that although your educational journey may be coming to an end, it absolutely does not mean now that your professional educational journey needs to end. Actually, quite the contrary, it should just be beginning. I fully encourage all of you to not suffer from FOMOOL or have any fear of missing out on learning, and to continue to educate yourself. Sign up for those podcasts, purchase those books, network on LinkedIn, but just never stop expanding on your knowledge and what you want to learn. Next, I want to share with you to have a vision, and I mean truly have a vision. Set, reach goals. Imagine yourself achieving those goals, and imagine how that's going to make you feel. What is on your vision board? This moment right here for me, whether it was in person or now virtual, this moment was on my vision board. Next, I want to share the importance of defining yourself. Too many of us compromise our moral and ethical values because we've not yet really defined ourselves and defined what we will stand for. I recently did an exercise with my teenage son where he had a bad day, and I challenged him to define himself. I had him write down his defining words so he knew who he was every day. And the words that he chose were strong-willed, family protecting, loving, loyal, and straight shooter. After reading his words, I reflected back and I realized what clarity he had. When he really had to write down who he was, it just astounded me how much clarity he had on who he wanted to be. Family protector, trustworthy, strong-willed. I truly admire my son for teaching me what it means to know who you really are, and I encourage all of you to know who you really are. And lastly, my last perspective I'd like to share with all of you is to not let obstacles define you. I started out this speech by sharing that in 2013, I was in an accident that left me in this wheelchair, and I cannot stress enough how I have not let that obstacle define me. And I will add now more than ever that we all face obstacles every day, and to not let your obstacles define you. Indeed, you need to turn around and eat your obstacles for breakfast. And with that, I congratulate all of you for your educational successes over the past many years and for completing your commencement in 2000 and 2021.
A great thanks to Michelle. At each of the ceremonies, we choose someone who exemplifies our mission, and we award them an honorary doctorate. And we ask them to serve as our commencement speaker. In 2020, before we had to postpone our ceremonies, we chose Soledad O'Brien. Soledad O'Brien is an award-winning documentarian, journalist, speaker, author, and philanthropist who founded Soledad O'Brien Productions, a multi-platform media production company dedicated to telling empowering and authentic stories on a range of social issues. She anchors and produces the Hearst TV political magazine program Matter of Fact with Soledad O'Brien and is a correspondent for HBO Real Sports. She has also hosted the Quake Media podcast, Very Opinionated with Soledad O'Brien. Soledad has been recognized with 3 Emmy Awards for her coverage of the Haiti earthquake, the 2012 election, and a series called Kids and Race. She was also honored twice with the George Foster Peabody Award for her coverage of Hurricane Katrina and also her reporting on the BP Gulf Coast oil spill. Her reporting on the Southeast Asia tsunami garnered CNN an Alfred DuPont Award. She has received 3 Gracie Awards, which honors women in media, and 2 Cine Awards for her work in documentary films. She is the author of 2 books, her critically acclaimed memoir, The Next Big Story, and Latino in America. And in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, O'Brien and her husband, Brad, created the powerful foundation to help young women get to and through college. The foundation hosts the powerful conferences that support hundreds of young women with mentoring programs, professional advice, and other services. It's my great pleasure to award her with the degree of Doctorate of Public Service. Though she can't be with us in person today, we send Soledad her degree, and she has shared remarks for you all. Please turn your attention to the screens.
Congratulations to the graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. Now, before I start filling you in with all the wisdom and advice that is the stuff of college graduations, I want to first make sure you do something really important. Turn around to the person in your life who has helped you reach this tremendous achievement today. Whether it's a mentor, parent, sibling, friend, even your children in some cases. If you have them near you, give them a hug. If they're not close by, wave at them and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for their help and their support and their patience for giving up precious time with you to support you in achieving your goals. Thank them because they have helped transform your life and given your future a very big upgrade. And the next, this is going to be a little bit weird, but hug yourself. Come on, put your arms around yourself and squeeze because you have distinguished yourself in a very tough time. You've reached high, and today you walk away with a lifelong prize, a college degree. You deserve to be incredibly proud of yourselves. If you look back on everything that you have accomplished, it goes way beyond just the scope of this school. Many of you were born just a few years after the 9/11 attacks. Maybe you were 10, 12, 13 when a recession hit. There's been climate change and school shootings and political divisions and the specter of war. And very significantly, the harm that racism has done within our society. All those are tough. But COVID, I think it's fair to say, has been a tragedy that will define this generation, your generation. Historic, punishing, for some even cruel pandemic. Who would have foreseen a total shutdown of our country, millions of people becoming seriously ill, and hundreds of thousands of people who died, an economy wrecked, entire industries healed. Never would have we thought that we would consistently be donning masks and staying indoors or isolating from friends. Some of us lost people. Some lost jobs or homes or opportunities. And yet, here you are. Another thing that I think these circumstances have all done is to help us all gather strength. We are not just people who've endured hardships. We are the people who worked with people around us, as citizens, as members of community, as students, faculty, administration, to hunker down and to make things actually happen. We sacrifice to help stop the spread of a deadly virus, wore masks, recognize that there are people who are working and taking great risks to keep things up and running. And we've thanked them, or I hope we have. If you haven't, take this opportunity to do so. Here are some facts that I think shed light on how students of this time have faced the pandemic and have made some substantial accomplishments. 50% of young people between the ages of 18 and 29 voted in the 2020 presidential election. That's a remarkable 11-point increase from 2016, and likely one of the highest rates of youth electoral participation since the voting age was lowered to 18. Countless young people across the U.S. propelled protests following the killing of George Floyd in the spring, and they organized marches and vigils and sit-ins. Yes, and they did so sometimes at great personal risk, because you have to consider some of the brutality of the responses. Who is the face of the public fight to recognize climate change and to act from Jakarta to New York City? It's young people who've actually been marching in the streets to demand action. Youth activism, online, offline, has been on the rise for years, according to a 2018 poll out of Tufts University. It's called Circle. the Center for Information and Research on Civic Learning and Engagement. They found that the number of, in the years since the murder of George Floyd, youth-led movements have often powered some of the most Black Lives Matter protests. 45% of young people in a recent Circle poll said that they took concrete action for racial justice in 2020. 29% said they participated in a march. These are amazing figures. And today's students, as we all well know, have made online work for them rather than lamenting its shortcomings. You all know that better than anyone. 95% of college students say their personal needs are addressed online. It's been successful. Many say pivoting to online fully has worked for them. 84% said their online classroom has felt like a community. You have achieved on this very front. So the person who's gotten through this time is now strong and full of resilience. They're a person who thinks globally and acts locally. The person they are now should value more than ever before why education is precious, why a community that is functional and kind and unified is precious. We all, as members of a community, carry an obligation to participate in its well-being. And so here are some things, if I may advise you graduates, that I hope you will all consider. Work as a group, not alone in this world. This is going to be a group effort this year, and we need to work together to keep each other safe. And despite the obstacles, as you head on into the real world, work together every day to push forward. Be generous. I hope that you have learned during this difficult time that that is what is going to propel you forward in life. That life isn't only about what this country gives or offers or makes possible, but it's also about you and what you do with that gift. Do something. These times call for all of us to be people of action. We need to vote. Sometimes we need to organize. We need to speak up when we are presented with injustice. Our students need to honor what it took to get here by continuing to study and to learn. For people who are book smart and life smart and experience smart and who know what it means to be a good, involved, participating citizen. Parents who are listening, we need to model those things. We cannot think of these years in some ways of having been robbed of opportunity, but instead seeing that it is opportunity that has opened to us. To never forget to help each other. We have seen more than a year of some very real problems with solutions that are sometimes elusive. And not just, events like the subsiding, I hope, pandemic, or the war ending in Afghanistan, or the recession lifting, but things that led up to them. We've seen some of the greatest challenges, frankly, in our nation's history, and some of the greatest mobilizations to actually try to solve them. Your role in all this may have been passive, but it doesn't always have to be. You now are poised with a wealth of experience and opportunities to be involved and to learn and to teach others and to use all that you have learned to take those assets and propel the success and help others around you. Life offers that same opportunities to parents and to educators and to all of us. Listen, you all have been given an opportunity to learn and to grow and achieve, and you have embraced it. I encourage you all to not stop and think of this as an end, but rather a beginning. I encourage you to continue to make the most of it. Reach out to those mentors and teachers. Offer to help others. Appreciate the people around you who are helping, whether they're family members or people who've been of assistance to you where you work, or people you just see on a daily basis who serve your food or who help you in a store. Enjoy this time. I think vaccinations and good public health will eventually get us back to where we should be. You are entering a new world and a change world. We will be back to normal one day, but none of us are the same people. Let's make sure that this new you, this graduated you, is a better version of you for all of us. You are resilient, and you have achieved under some very tough circumstances. With that knowledge, that will carry you very, very far. So now, go. and show us what you can do. Congratulations, graduates.
Each year, we recognize outstanding faculty members with our Excellence in Teaching Awards. These awards are especially meaningful as they are all student-nominated. Our 2020 and 2021 recipients were sent their award plaques at home because we could not gather, but we'd like to acknowledge them again today. I'd like to recognize the following 2020 Excellence in Teaching Award recipients, who are Dr. Audrey Rogers, Rebecca Libby, Karina Hayward, and Joseph Whitworth. And for our 2021 Excellence in Teaching Awards, we have Dr. Jennifer McGinnis, Greg McHale, Dr. Eric Jett, and Lisa Staley. We also received thousands of student nominations to recognize an outstanding advisor and the significant impact they have on student success. Each year, one deserving faculty advisor, one deserving professional advisor, and two academic advisors are awarded an Excellence in Advising Award. Once again, the recipients have already received their awards, but we'd like to recognize them here today. The 2020 Excellence in Advising Award recipients were Nina Fink, Micheline West, Megan Lucier, Jeffrey Hanlon, Joshua Jamula, and Andrew Porgozalski. And the 2021 Excellence in Advising Award recipients were Colleen Bolton, Professor Andrea Bard, Ashley Barker, Zachary DeJesus, Haley Mount, and Dana Hark. Congratulations to all of them and for all they do for our students. You know, every year, at least at one of our graduations, we typically might have one or even two posthumous award graduates recognized. These are graduates who were so close to graduating and who passed away before they could get to graduation, could be part of a ceremony like today. I want to read the list for 20 and 21. It's sobering because we've never had this many, and it speaks to the difficulty of these last 2 years and life in a pandemic. So I'm going to sort of go slowly because the people who are reflected here were loved. They had worked hard. They had worked as hard as all of us, and they were denied the opportunity to be here with us today. Ryan Martin, Patrick Fuller, Justin Lowry, Jeffrey J. Mitchell, Kimberly Berry, David Jensen, Brianna Knight, Nancy Massey, Zachary Overy, Caitlin Vilsanor, Vanessa Diaz, Anthony DeJohnson, Christine M. Hebert, Sonia Logan, Christopher Pollard, Michelle Renaud, Jacob Dickerson, Dustin Arthur Kelleher, Alexander Moore, Leslie Mae Weber, Howard Towell. We could take just a moment to reflect and to thank for all those who are not with you today, who couldn't be here, but who you hold in your heart. Thank you. Now we get to the part you've all been waiting for, which is your chance to come up and stand in front of everybody and receive your diploma, your hard-earned diploma, to be seen up on the Jumbotron. And I'm going to give you a little bit of guidance to help. We're going to start with the back rows, and you'll be called out row by row. There'll be an aisle marshal. So we'll start at the back and work our way up. When you get to the front, there'll be readers, and you're going to hand them your name card. In other graduations thus far this weekend, a lot of people froze up at that point. No need to freeze up. Hand them a name card and keep on moving. Don't stop. Don't wait to hear your name. I promise you this, you will not be moving back to your seat only to hear your name. It should be, you'll hear it on the way up, or I'll wait and I'll pause until I hear it. You'll have your moment in the sun. So please, name card, move on up. Mysteriously, in the last graduation, at least 4 people decided they didn't want to take their diplomas with them. You earned it. So if you walk away and I'm still holding your diploma, we missed the handoff. So make sure you take your diploma with you when you head back to your seat. When you come to the front, there'll be 2 rows. You're going to go down the middle and around, and there'll be people to guide you all the way through. I think that's all, except when you come up, we will have photographers. You don't have to wait. They won't signal you. They're so good. They get just the right shot. If you want to take your mask off, if you are comfortable doing so, please do so. There's software that helps identify you, and the pictures will load up into your account. It makes it really easy. If you prefer to keep your mask on, absolutely. We're fine with that. It will take all my willpower not to shake your hand, but I'm told I'm not supposed to do that, so I'm going to hand you your diploma. Someone threatened to hug me. All right, if you really have to, and it's your day, I'll hug you. There he is. Now, there's a little bit of legal language that I have to read. I'm going to ask Dr. Jennifer Batchelor to join me up here for this piece. It's actually the part that allows us to legally confer the degree on you on the state of New Hampshire. And I didn't do this my first year, and there's a whole group of people who think they graduated from SNHU and probably didn't. But we want to make sure you go out legal. So Jennifer, why don't you join me?
Will the classes of 2020 and 2021 please rise? President LeBlanc, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
Now the legal part. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of International Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, and Master of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science, Associate in Arts, and Associate in Science, with all rights, honors, privileges pertaining thereto. You're now legal and can be seated. Congratulations. So before we come down and start with the back row, we get to give Jesse his diploma. That's the price of being able to be up here as a student speaker. Jesse, join me.
Divya Saravanan.
Eunice Edison.
Saravanan Sankar.
Marlene Karine Ortiz, summa cum laude.
David Giconio.
Mary Maloba.
Amal Mahmood.
Yesenia Reyes.
Kyle J. Henry.
Roshan Deuja.
Derek K. Berthium, summa cum laude.
Rachel Giles.
Courtney R. Braumuller.
Luke Nguyen.
Arissa Ariel Torres.
Nicole Aguiar, summa cum laude.
Varsha H. Kandakur, summa cum laude.
Jessica Costin.
Sean Joseph Di Pasquale.
Steve Lexi.
Saravanan Sampath Kumar.
Maria Suarez, cum laude.
Ian A. Mount.
Lavette Vinay Conway.
Christopher Tijerino.
Tashwan Denise Baker.
Miriam Bacati, summa cum laude.
Bruce J. Shond.
Kevin Seng, magna cum laude.
Ingrid Linnea Gerdes.
Jasmine Daniels.
Paul E. Robinson, Jr.
Michelle Bisson.
Anna Castillo.
James Christopher Barrett.
Victor de Jesus Castillo.
Ryan McKenzie.
Thomas Hartman, summa cum laude.
Hamad Aslam.
Angela Manzone, magna cum laude.
Dominga Michelle George, magna cum laude.
Leslie Ann Wilbur.
Edward Hallisey, summa cum laude.
Britann Benson Garcia.
Brianna Rain Ryan, cum laude.
Nina Corinne Dosher, cum laude.
Alyssa Cotone.
Samuel Silva.
Catriona Lakeisha Siobhan Salmon.
Evans Dosu.
Yvonne J. Pasos.
Marlene M. Kennedy, summa cum laude.
Ashley Crone, summa cum laude.
Kellyanne Joy McCormick.
Igor Y. Drizik, summa cum laude.
Prudence Dingane. Ashley Reynolds.
Owaseme Emmanuel Omogawe, cum laude.
Scott S. Keogh, cum laude.
Leslie Ann Caraballo. Michelle Cristina Ferreira.
Jessica V. Martinez, cum laude.
Edward Jaramillo. Eric Musisi, cum laude.
Michelle Shotvet, summa cum laude.
Katie F. Ward.
Megan E. Goslin.
Harlene Gonzalez.
Scott Billington Gagnaman.
Jamie Miller, summa cum laude.
Jenny Nguyen.
Shaquita Nicole Jordan.
Kinsey Garifa, magna cum laude.
Chautauqua Gross.
Shane Robert Fulford.
Sinako Inga Stonga.
Aisha Ahmed Mohammed Hadi.
Donna Vizard.
Trisha Killay.
Roxana Bobescu.
Marcel J. Gabriel.
Melissa Erin Campbell.
Joel Fazig.
Scott Peters. Johnny Chow.
Crystal Ton.
Jeffrey Gerard Linehan.
Nicole Foster, summa cum laude.
Jessica Guiva Santos, summa cum laude.
Santiago Joaquin, associates with high honors.
Christopher Vaughn, magna cum laude.
Thomas Valan.
Tiffany Sowa.
Anthony M. Zukadis.
Angela Nunez.
Daniel Arico, cum laude.
Lise E. Bougie, cum laude.
Joseph Stalker.
Lauren Brooking, summa cum laude.
Stephen Anthony Musey.
Ruth Crosswaite, magna cum laude.
Tina Roy.
Stephen M. Dumas, magna cum laude.
Lanita Insixienme, cum laude.
Andrea L. Kelly.
Timothy Miller, summa cum laude.
Taylor Zuri Gagnon, cum laude.
Shane Leo McCusker.
Elizabeth Ashley Stavrinos.
Peter Dacre Bush.
Alyssa K. Chowdhury. Hannah
Benga.
Blood, summa cum laude.
Benga Israel Adenika, cum laude.
Luis Alberto Mondragon.
Christian Balzerzak.
Angelia Gonthier.
Corey Henniger.
Shauna Cohen.
Jennifer E. Hansen, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie Bensko.
Alexis Mary Mercier.
Janae S. Lamb.
Jennifer Santos Rodriguez.
Patrick Miller, summa cum laude.
Ryan Peguero, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Lee Grillo.
Christina Krieger.
Etleen Leonarda.
Allison M. Frajo.
Stephanie Piedra, summa cum laude.
Elka Acevedo.
Linda Michelle Cheeseborough, summa cum laude.
Elenia Acevedo.
James Cameron Simmons.
Shawnee Markson.
Elizabeth Buttermore, summa cum laude.
David Kenneth Lagerblade, summa cum laude.
Sarah E. Gladu.
Mia Mona Davids.
Ashley Holland.
Jonathan Fisher, magna cum laude.
David Mwangi.
Harold Evans, summa cum laude.
Kathy Bowie.
Maria Morissette.
Hannah Ruth Zanini.
Martha J. Hatch.
Raymond Farmer Jr.
Emmy H. Sarah, summa cum laude.
Jeffrey Charles Stanford, cum laude.
Stephen Marshall Bauer.
Adam Wade Pillsbury.
Latoya Sumatra Bates.
Sarah Nicole Foret.
Marion Lloyd, summa cum laude.
Maxine Alicia Trusty, summa cum laude.
Stephen Anthony Quaranta, magna cum laude.
Jillian Nukowski. Jennifer Denise Johnson.
Leslie Aaron Afi Dagadu, magna cum laude.
Dominic A. Boragine Jr., cum laude.
Prashant Pabat.
Joseph Kinlock.
Thomas Bayless.
Ashley Marie Yannick.
Jessica Rodriguez.
Frank Bacali.
Heather Rosbach.
Michael Daigle.
Alka S. Singh, summa cum laude.
Henry Horace.
Crystal Imari Velez.
John Paul DeLucia. Rosemary Martinez.
Anne Loy Cristania Salta, cum laude.
Lisa Murphy, summa cum laude.
Michael Lechner.
Marcel Murray, summa cum laude.
James Robert Owen, summa cum laude.
Kelsey Bryan.
Leah Elizabeth Bradford.
Peter Maruri, cum laude.
Matthew Daniel Canfield, magna cum laude.
James Sinclair, magna cum laude.
Shanice Dorsina.
Sonia Kelly. Philip Jason Clark, cum laude.
Eileen Denuzzo.
Thomas C. DiNapoli Jr., summa cum laude.
Dion Francisco Denuzzo.
Wandalyn Marquez Martinez, associates with honors.
Antonio Rodriguez, summa cum laude.
Laura Dow, summa cum laude.
Amy Howell Driggers, summa cum laude.
Christine Torfy, summa cum laude.
Jessica June Fry.
Enyoma Obiakara.
Zahid Alabi.
Leanne Day.
Brianna Marie Bynum.
Elaine Dionisio Sison Labrilla. Michael C. Nikitas.
Sari Bunworth Booth.
Cassandra Putt.
Corey N. Witt.
Kate D. Devitis.
Candida Renta, summa cum laude.
Arthur Nicholas Baracos, summa cum laude.
Frank Zawaki.
Mek Delawit Bekele.
Mustafa R. Price.
David G. Duchess, magna cum laude.
Kevin Dre, summa cum laude.
Sopalina Soria Nem, cum laude.
Adianit Viviennes.
Nicole Mariah Laturno, summa cum laude.
Jill Larie Hansen, magna cum laude.
Kelly Ann Ferrand.
Ryan Kilroy, summa cum laude.
Michael Anthony Suarez, cum laude.
Lori Ann Loveday, summa cum laude.
Catherine Ann Hernandez.
Michelle Lynn Lucier Pike, summa cum laude.
Ashley Audette, cum laude.
Samantha Lair, summa cum laude.
Tatanya Weicker, associates with highest honors.
Michelle Renee Scott, summa cum laude.
Shanthi Leek.
Alnisa Jenkins.
Daniel R. Cannon, magna cum laude.
Tanner Fleming, summa cum laude.
Emily K. Fortson, cum laude.
Hillary B. Dager.
Robert Fitzgerald, associates with highest honors.
Linili Maramba, summa cum laude.
Virginia Gregoire.
Victoria Rose Carabino.
Michael J. Hentz.
Melissa N. Lee.
Ryan Gagne.
Sean Marie Moore.
Jessica Jameson.
Tracy Vera Lamar.
Kervin Vidal.
Jacqueline Allen.
Claire Giblin.
Taylor Lee Weeks, associates with highest honors.
Citlali Cardona, cum laude.
Camelia Anessa Garrick.
Rebecca A. Southworth Deemert, magna cum laude.
Karenna Nicole Johnson, magna cum laude.
Megan Hamlin.
Jonathan Scanlon, summa cum laude.
Alex Owen Renclos, summa cum laude.
Nabila Washington, magna cum laude.
Casey Fanning, summa cum laude.
Travis Reno.
Alicia Marie Minor.
Mary McDonald, summa cum laude.
Hope Glennon.
Marcia Mayele.
Lizzie Moreno, summa cum laude.
Ariana Belton.
Rosebud Acomea.
Treasure Letitia Belton, summa cum laude.
Edward Hallisey, summa cum laude.
Andrew Lincourt Daniel.
Carly Stock, magna cum laude.
Elsa Sellers, magna cum laude.
Mary Morning.
Jose A. Velasquez Jr., summa cum laude.
Kelly A. Murray.
Harry Ose Asibe Bonsu.
Shelby Robert.
Stephen Gallagher, summa cum laude.
Eric Lohman. Christopher Lee, cum laude.
Gifty Jimfwa Kenna.
Alexandra Slack.
Julie V. Restan.
Stacy Afonseca, cum laude.
Rochelle Stambaugh, summa cum laude.
Courtney L. Sterace.
Judy J. Bellamere, summa cum laude.
Joseph Mark Carey.
Naweza Halkoz.
Monica L. Bennett. Myra Ortiz, summa cum laude.
Amira Jones.
Sherry Barnes Fox.
Michael T. White.
Nicole Nadine Newell.
Tian Quisson Fambro.
Thomas Siegert.
Jennifer Nicole Hammond, Associates with Honors.
Whitney L. Bailey.
Sarah J. Wilson.
Brian Weller, summa cum laude.
Catherine Spath, cum laude.
Jennifer Elizabeth Maxwell, magna cum laude.
Defina Lemley.
Gina Marie Bailey, summa cum laude.
Michaela Hartling, summa cum laude.
Michael Bernard Stewart II.
Matthew Keene, summa cum laude.
Samantha Amy Finn, summa cum laude.
Carrie Simmons, summa cum laude.
Juan J. Castillo, magna cum laude.
Dawn Buckley.
Fallon Marie Gustatus.
Vaquacious Queen A. Kimberly Lundy.
Kristen Burton.
Brittany Monique Fields.
Gabriela Ana Maria Maggi.
John M. Bernazar, summa cum laude.
Tori A. O'Shaughnessy.
Christopher Diosa.
Alyssa Carroll.
Selma V. Billy.
Hannah Dorothy Dempsey.
Bryce Montana Schertz, summa cum laude.
Sherry M. Magooter.
Antonio Garcia.
Paul F. Economou, magna cum laude.
Carlos Jeffrey Angelo Velasquez.
William Thomas Keppel, summa cum laude.
Scotche D. McDonald.
Chris Oliverio, summa cum laude.
Samantha Shea.
Elizabeth E. Dickinson.
Jacqueline Patricia Reardon.
Bong Cho Pak.
Brooke Tellier.
Jamie Para Albaran.
Jake Francis Denka, cum laude.
Megan LaJoy.
Emanelli Baresi.
Michelle Drong, summa cum laude.
April Catherine Barber, summa cum laude.
Brandon Smith, Associates with Honors.
Tyrone DeMond Holloman.
Mary Earl, summa cum laude.
Rhonda Marie Flaherty, summa cum laude.
Scott Zoblocki, summa cum laude.
Sarah E. Starrer, summa cum laude.
Melissa Ayala.
Jordan Sorrell, summa cum laude.
Crystal Burney.
Jessica Cleveland.
Juanita L. Tyler, cum laude.
Stacy Ann Whalen.
Edward Carrain, summa cum laude.
Dustin Gilbert, magna cum laude.
Diana Michelle Shorthouse.
Andrew Allen Moore.
Maria Elana Abramo.
Kristen Castle, cum laude.
Kate Jin Andritz.
Scott Allen Stengel.
Robin Young.
Crystal Garrison, summa cum laude.
Alessandra Traore.
Joshua Grahowski, magna cum laude.
Malone Ratha Sohn.
Andrew M. Ryan, summa cum laude.
Danielle Lavoie.
Regina Donovan, summa cum laude.
Mary Beth Wilfong.
Rachel Marie Darby.
Meredith Grover, magna cum laude.
Cassandra Faith Gordon, summa cum laude.
Jessica Angona.
Jeremy Rantala.
Vanessa J. Jackson.
Ophelia McCraw.
Jennifer A. Thornton, summa cum laude.
Lachey Bryant, summa cum laude.
Matthew Davis.
Nicole Yanez Newton.
Stephen Gabbert.
Brandon Santo.
Eric George, magna cum laude.
Magdalena Picos, summa cum laude.
Nina Thomas.
Melissa Kim Fulkerson, summa cum laude.
Cristina Cortez Peña, cum laude.
Marcia L. Possiadli, cum laude.
Caroline Guokyalya, summa cum laude.
Jamie R. Campbell.
Samantha Elizabeth Mervin.
Shayla Rose McNally.
Sarah Triple. Carol Renee Miller.
Sarah Chamberlain, Associates with Honors.
Matthew David Doherty.
Taylor L. Lynn.
Marcus McConnell, magna cum laude.
Stephen Francis Dunham.
Michael James Gavin.
Catherine Kayla Mercedes, summa cum laude.
J. Travis Brooks, Jr.
Sarah Llewellyn.
Amanda Lee Brooks, cum laude.
Amy Koval.
Elizabeth Margarita Culp.
Amy Louise Godsey.
Doreen May Laska.
Mia M. Lee.
Chantel Hernandez.
Isabella Leach Harbor.
Artem Sinyagan.
Jason Fiega.
Stephanie Teresa Ferreira.
Katie Lord, summa cum laude.
Susan Flamia.
Jennifer Carl.
Candace M. Weingartner.
Timothy Scott, summa cum laude.
Christopher Arvanitis, summa cum laude.
Sonia Castillo.
Latoya Cheryl Cumberbatch.
Lisa Haley.
Ariana Nicole Malatesta, summa cum laude.
Kimberly Milliken.
Bradley Aldrich, summa cum laude.
Aaron Baker.
Jeanette Lucas, magna cum laude.
Peyton C. Brooks, Associates with High Honors.
Aaron Robert Shriver, Associate with Highest Honors.
Andrew Frazier.
Andrew W. Jansen, Jr., Associates with highest honors.
Amber Claudia Tebow, magna cum laude.
Donald R. Wolant.
Brianna Tebow.
Tishawn Maynard, summa cum laude.
Sean Shadler, summa cum laude.
Kayanne Franks, Associates with highest honors.
David Giordano.
Sarah Jane Lacaria, summa cum laude.
Crystal Dickinson, cum laude.
Yasnelia Cruz, cum laude.
Jessica McDonald.
Denise Hamby.
William Eugene Seibert, Jr.
Christy M. Knights, summa cum laude.
Marcus Jerome Hickerson.
Brandy Elizabeth Marino.
Ramira Hickerson.
Taina Yvette Gray, magna cum laude.
Lena Mazer, Associates with highest honors.
Sasha Lee Webb.
Michelle Ann Lovina Charles, summa cum laude.
Angel Brown.
Jessica C. Kellum, magna cum laude.
Anthony Thua Nganga, magna cum laude.
Christina M. Vitiello, cum laude.
Peter Lynch.
Yana Amato, summa cum laude.
Sari Che.
Brian Saya, Associates with highest honors.
Kayla Mae Breeden, magna cum laude.
Joseph Cobrin Pete.
David Joseph LaRiviere, cum laude.
Timothy Patrick Dowling, summa cum laude.
Jemima DeCillier.
Inocencio Baez Zamora.
Monique A. Wilson, Associates with honors.
Michael Richard Herman, summa cum laude.
Naisha Tiffany Jones, Associates with high honors.
Yolan S. Hamilton, summa cum laude.
Brittany Sanford, summa cum laude.
Joel Gomez, magna cum laude.
Ashley Gauthier.
Leah Shibeshi.
Jasmine Ryan.
Tesfawan Nemsage, cum laude.
Peter R. Chenier, Jr., summa cum laude.
Kristen Kozatak.
Michael Derubis, cum laude.
Sidani Camille Mothersill.
Jonathan Peter Giacchi, summa cum laude.
Christopher Masucci, magna cum laude.
Roberto Mendoza, cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Lemoyne, summa cum laude.
Leslie Alimi.
Joshua Fairchild.
David Alimi.
Leander Orr.
Janice M. Stevens.
Travis Schwegel, summa cum laude.
Michael Thomas Gagnon.
Roseli Isa Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Krista Scott.
Jean Dalva Tinley.
Romeo Mukuna.
Jermaine F. Tyler.
Raymond E. Mollason Jr., magna cum laude.
Barbara W. Kabutu McCoy.
Maria Lisa Aversano, Associates with high honors.
Joseph Santos Jr., magna cum laude. Joseph Eugene Diallo, Associates with highest honors.
Heather Menninger, summa cum laude.
Ryan Michael Turchin.
Taslima Subron, Associates with highest honors.
Christine Toth.
Andrew Thumma, summa cum laude.
Samantha Conwell, cum laude.
Kate Pereira.
Tracy Anderson, summa cum laude.
Katie A. Tomeski, Associates with High Honors.
Marcia Claire Mitchell.
Jennifer M. Ketchum, cum laude.
Risa R.A. Benjamin.
Matthew A. Cornoyer.
Amanda Lynn Pfeiffer.
Gabriela Arevalo.
Rixaida Colon.
Shamika Stevens Jones, cum laude.
Brianna Garcia Espinal. Brittany Anger.
Mabel Perez.
Renee Godet.
Del Ray Taylor, cum laude.
Stephanie Meir.
Jacob Dylan Peroni, cum laude.
Barbara Tolland, cum laude.
Peter Ryan Rideout.
Tanira T. Moore.
Cheryl Kristen Spear, cum laude.
Mary Keaton, cum laude.
Christina L. Gibson.
Willis Edward Talkington.
Jennifer Lynn Myers, summa cum laude.
Amanda Nicole Harris.
Hannah Ruth Harmon.
Nicholas Cutting.
Fernando da Costa, magna cum laude.
Tinashe Lloyd Zimbandu.
James Leet.
Lisa Gruber, summa cum laude.
Bambi Marie Dixon, magna cum laude.
Stephanie M. Donovan, Associates with Highest Honors.
Tanya Maria Fowler, cum laude.
Christine Gianetti, summa cum laude.
Bristol Hollis, magna cum laude.
Siobhan Spears.
Shamika T. Randolph, magna cum laude.
Barbary Devers, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Gardner.
James E. Chapman.
Jose Jimenez, summa cum laude.
Donald Edward Delaney.
Jessica Martin.
Catherine Samantha Evans, magna cum laude.
Hina Patel.
Selena Nichols. Charles L. Lang II, summa cum laude.
Christine Marie Edania Ribeiro.
Patria Evans, summa cum laude.
Ramona Rhine.
Sarah A. Hauk, Associates with Highest Honors.
Michelle Carpentier.
Tracy Borman.
Tanya Fayola, Associates with Honors.
Brian M. Beach.
Jeffrey Boss, summa cum laude.
William C. Poole.
Joanne Tantillo, magna cum laude.
Janelle A. Figueroa Diaz.
Nadine Walker.
Natasha Gutierrez.
Peter Hughes Simmons, summa cum laude.
Tiffany Lynn Allen.
Aristide F. Dagbov.
Glenn Merrill.
Jennifer Marie Benoit, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Sebastian Funestas Madarang.
Jordan Tatis, cum laude.
Joseph Lorenzo Morales.
Brian Simonette, magna cum laude.
Johnny Minton Nguyen.
Michael Douglas Wade.
Tressa Noel Roberts.
Trisha Marie Stafford.
Chandra D. Gaskin.
Anna M. Lehman, cum laude.
Kevin Ligian, magna cum laude.
Suzette H. Stewart, magna cum laude.
Danielle Eaker.
Jamie Lee Walsh, summa cum laude.
Andrea Renee Williams.
Jenny Saul.
Susan Cahoon Hall, summa cum laude.
Teddy Jean O'Laughlin.
Nathan Rubery, summa cum laude.
Ursula Angianusa, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Grissom, magna cum laude.
Nicole L. Douglas.
Eileen M. Norris, magna cum laude.
Jillian Alyssa Curtanis.
Ines S. Beltre Sanchez.
Heather Erin Beckenstein.
Valerie Harris, magna cum laude.
Surabhan Kungsat.
Sarah Elizabeth Etker, summa cum laude.
Patricia Kelly Davies, cum laude.
Sana Atawi.
Oren Shawl.
Bradley S. Wethington, summa cum laude.
Taylor D. Williams.
Sarah Jane Bramham.
Lisa Marie D'Amato, cum laude.
Vanessa Marcolivio, magna cum laude. Natika Richardson, cum laude. Shen Liu, summa cum laude. Megan Shirtliff. Carrie Ann Rue, magna cum laude. Michelle Hahn. Sean Churchill. Ashley Ike. Ireda Hawkschild. Oyen Francis Ateme. Leslie Shaw. Crystal Hope Rafuse. Cheyenne Catherine Ruddy, cum laude. Riley Kendall Sims, magna cum laude. Sean Keys McClements.
Congratulations.
I know you won't take offense. It's amazing. You guys are incredible. This group in the audience wins the award for most raucous, happy, supportive, loud, crazy. Now here, we'll finish our program hearing from our Alumni Association representative. Samantha, do you want the podium?
Congratulations to the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. My name is Samantha Colby, and on behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, I am honored to officially welcome you to the SNHU Alumni Association. Today, more than 170,000 SNHU alumni around the world congratulate you on your success and hope that you will be an active part of our global SNHU community. At this time, if you are one of our learners who has earned an associate's or bachelor's degree, I invite you to participate in the ceremonial tradition of moving your tassel from the right side of your cap to your left. As you go forth today, always remember the university's motto, Summa Optimaque. In English, the greatest and the best, and indeed you are. Congratulations.
I want to thank the members of the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums for playing during our commencement exercise. And special thanks to our commencement speaker, Soledad O'Brien. The recessional will begin with the call of our bagpipers, followed by the platform party, faculty, and then the graduates, beginning with the front row. Please wait for the row in front of you before exiting in the center aisle. Guests are asked to exit and meet their graduates outside. Thank you and congratulations.